So, how are you guys feeling now after lunch? How are you feeling now? So I have a small activity
to make you more hungry.
I think we have some more sandwich left. So all you need to do is just pass around this notepad. It's moving. Oh, it's moving. Cool. That's good. So you just need to. I'll give you some sticky notes. You need to enter in that whatever you think about social media. There's no word limit here. No word limit here.
But the size of the sticky note unless you can do rice paint, painting on rice or something like that, then you might get away.
So once you do this, I'll put all these up on this chart here. So it'll be interesting to know what all you guys think about social media. So let's have a conversation around it. So guys, what do you say? Suppose you like whatever I say, just do this. At least I'll know that people are not sleeping. So, can I see some more likes? Thanks. Any more coming out? So I've got some really interesting views here. Somebody said social media is about interaction. Somebody said it's about virtual presence. Somebody said it's momentary. What's the big fuss about? Okay, that's very interesting. So social media is basically about communities and conversations. And through these communities, relationships are built. And that's what really takes it forward. Be it a business or social enterprise, it's pretty much the same. The fundamental thing here is communities, conversations, and you can almost see to it connections. So 3 C's. And okay. So Shehab will be sharing with you some of his case studies with respect to social media, how it's been working. So before that, I want to know what all social networks are you on? Can you hear some social networks that you guys are on? Facebook, Twitter. What more? LinkedIn, Pinterest. Yes, Instagram. Yeah. What else? WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp is actually now being considered like a social network. So, any more? Google Plus, Tumblr, Slideshare, yeah.
Line.
No, that's not no, somebody said line.
There are some chairs here. There is a chair.
There's one chair right.
Yeah, any more social networks? Have you heard of Vine? V-I-N-E, not W-I. Yes. Where are you now? So how do you guys use all these social media networks, social media platforms? What is each one has its own every person has their own purpose with a social network. For example, Facebook. I asked a lot of people and they said it's mostly for personal use. They want to share pictures. They want to tell people that yes, I was there at this party last night. So What do you use Facebook for? Anybody?
To be updated about trends and time.
Okay. All right. What else?
There's a lot of news, there's a lot of posts that end up pages. So there's a lot of content exchange that sort of happens. Like,
Okay.
most of the times it sort of slips your mind, you don't read it, but once it starts trending, you also automatically sort of read that. So that's I use extensively.
So basically, to get to know new stuff, news, and get some
Yeah,
knowledge.
it could be political news, it could be social news, it could just be any piece of news.
Okay. What else?
Yeah, we have our organization page, so we are telling to others what we are doing, what work we are doing.
As a college student, it tells us a lot about the activities and events happening around in the college circuit, within town or in the country, so that we could be a part of them. So a lot of events and pages are uploaded and shared so that we could get to know about the latest happenings that are going on.
Okay. So latest happenings. Facebook asked this question. So what's on your mind right now?
Yeah, it's
That's
on
what
a
the status is right.
goal. Yeah.
What else? Anything else?
It gives independence to whatever we think we can put it on the platform.
Okay. Like
Anything, you know, be it concern our personal life, our social life, whatever is happening in America, whatever is happening in Japan, whatever, anything on the planet.
The knowledge is
Views and opinions in a particular issue.
okay. All right.
There is one thing.
Yes.
We have desired to let people mind of that they should know about me, what I am doing, what I am up to. Letting others know about me.
Okay.
Sharing of values,
Then-
sharing of values, ethical values,
Okay.
putting up
Do people still do
number of
that?
questions.
Can you still do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
for young generation.
That's interesting. Anybody else who uses
Yeah.
it differently from?
Excuse me. I think your session was titled using technology to stay competitive for small business.
Yes.
Can we?
Actually, that's the fourth iteration of the title. That's the fourth iteration of the title.
Can we stick to that?
Sure, we can go
How
to that.
can we can grow business? How to use these tools to grow the business and how to communicate?
So actually, this whole session, which was for 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
so it was structured in three different segments. The first session was mostly breaking the ice,
Okay.
and second session was mostly about mobile. And then we have an activity, like that's a much longer activity.
Okay.
That's how it was planned.
Okay. No, please carry on.
So any other use of social media that you would like to share?
I'll make gathering a little bit lighter. I basically use this to spy people. Suppose I understand that Nabil is married, or he got a girlfriend. How she looks. Basically, I use Facebook for that.
So there was a survey conducted.
You're not working with the NSA by any chance.
He's having his own spying agency.
So there was a survey conducted.
Voyeurism is a technical term. Voyeurism.
Okay.
It's a technical term.
I was going to follow up with the gentleman's comment. I think besides being a stalking platform, I think it could also be a propaganda platform. Because there are a lot of groups out there, like religious groups and these hate groups that sort of come about and start propagating ideas, which might not exactly be sort of desirable, And so I feel that in many ways it could be manipulated.
Anything else to add to that?
Getting consumer feedback,
Okay. Absolutely.
taking classroom attendance.
Classroom attendance.
Yes.
Like is
I do in my classroom.
Does that?
Yeah, it is mandatory for the students to like or to click or to visit at least once in a week to upload the contents and.
As a news website, our use of social media is more of information dissemination plus getting our readers engaged with our news brand.
I'm promoting my blog through it.
There's something which I'm not really comfortable with. There is had the power of anonymity through confession pages. This whole trend, which is that's what
It's a research site.
Research.
Yes.
Virtual society.
I don't use it actually, but as of now, but I agree with it. Actually, one friend tells me that he uses it to know the contemporary society, what's going on in the contemporary society. So he thinks that it's a very potent tool to gauge that.
No, but I think even at this stage, I mean, I don't have a Facebook account, but I was going through my son's Facebook account and I was looking for some serious stuff. I work in the field of cultural manifestations of India, but I couldn't find anything meaningful or serious in that Facebook. So I doubt whether this type of content is still that much available on the Facebook, or people are exchanging that kind of material on the Facebook. So it's more casual discussions, or maybe sometimes yes, social issues are being raised on the Facebook, but apart from that, some serious content is still missing on the Facebook.
It's because they're a light medium, it's not a heavy medium.
No, I believe it depends upon the person. When if somebody is looking for entertainment, he could probably go like pages regarding pages. Like, if I want to politics, I go to politics. It depends upon the person. If he doesn't find anything useful, it probably reflects the attitude of his son. Okay, he doesn't have anything useful on his page.
Or he has a very clever son. Follow what he really has on his Facebook.
Like that, he has two Facebook accounts, one for his father, one for his
I don't have it.
He made it for you. The other one is his own.
I have seen is money guys posing as girls, and they are luring people to recharge their phones so that they can call them. So this is one of
This actually, something different. I think if you don't mind my just showing it. What you were saying earlier about how does this correct business, well, all of you were talking about and seeing the number of people who use Facebook and all that. I wonder if there's any sense of how big business is actually using Facebook. We're talking about small business, and it seems to me that perhaps they're actually very vulnerable to big business to
sell innumerable things through our things. So that's, it may not be a topic of discussion for this particular session, but I think we should also realize that as great as Facebook, all these social media is, and the kind of somebody mentioned empowerment and all that, we must also realize it's also entrapment. It can be entrapment, not just empowerment. So I just want to throw that in.
Regarding this, a guy from Chandigarh was arrested for fraud. He used to lure girls, and he told them, okay, I will give you a job in a company as an air hostess, something like that. So he would ask them to transfer some money in his accounts, very little amount, 500, 600,000 bucks. So that's how he started his business. So that is also a business, but in a very wrong way.
That's how it can be used to sit.
And ultimately, but apart from this, if we move on from other social media, we can say if you consider YouTube as a social media, many universities are using it to connect to people from other countries, from other corners, to display information, to make them part of their classrooms. I have been from one past year attending classes for MIT, Harvard, through YouTube. So this is one of the advantages of YouTube that our countries, South Asian countries can use to reach people, to educate them. A lot of people, we see a lot of students cannot go to colleges. One of the reasons is too far. So this is one of the things we can look at.
Some people scared to talk in phone. They are not able to talk in phone. They put their frustration in the Facebook. Thousands of people you find.
Since because it's technology and technology is so fast, it also now Facebook helps us in life saving. Like there's a group called Blood Brothers. So anything, any emergency you put across and people share it, you get immediate help. Because last month there's something happened and there was an emergency and we just got because the members were there and they share their page and stuff. So we could really help that guy. with the duck thing in college. So maybe it has its plus avenues also. Apart from making business and other things, it is also very, very meaningful source of reaching people out with right spirit. It depends on individuals how they use it and see it.
I would like to add here something. Very common example. There's a group on Twitter, hashtag HDF Karachi, Hunt for Desi Food Karachi. So how did it started? There are a few guys, girls, they started hunting desi food in the city of Karachi, and they started eating food from there by paying money to them and taking pictures and writing reviews for the food, and they eat it. After some time, after a year or so, the hotels or restaurants started calling them, come to us, we will give you food and you write about us, good or bad or whatever. So that's an interesting idea that the people are, the small business owners are contacting the Facebook users by calling them, to write about them, to share their pictures. Yeah.
I had a question for you.
Shiraz.
Basically, I've heard about the Burkha Avenger.
Yeah.
And that's like a big trend on internet.
Yeah.
So my question is that did they go all out with the social media for putting forth their name and making themselves the trend, or is it that they anyways had other things going for them?
I think Burkha is its name itself are very controversial when it comes to Burkha and Avenger. Why? When you watch the cartoons, there's nothing as such extreme related to the Burkha or something. She's just a superhero like Superman or some Superwoman. Feminists must protest against it. Why they are discriminating with them? So I didn't think there was some. Actually, they had started with the teaser on the Facebook or on YouTube or dailymotion.com, and then it come when something like Burkha Avenger or related to extremism rises on Facebook or Twitter, the Western or especially from Indian side, a lot of you get a lot of feedback, and automatically it started trending and highlighting in the mainstream media or CNN, BBC or some. Go on. World, I think. Even it's a very small city and very less 20 million population, and very clear road, no traffic jams or something like that. Still, people just go to Facebook to find the pages of the local restaurants to call them to deliver the food at home. So people, I think most of the Twitter users or Facebook users in Islamabad are relying too much on Facebook and Twitter because of food, especially. Before we continue, I would. Being there, exactly.
These are friends have actually been to this place, or they can write
reviews about it.
The same personal touch you won't get on Google or
anything. Exactly. Even if you just tweet I want to eat such thing, and you will get a lot of response from people. Shehab will